I'm no marine biologist, but John Monroe calls this a shark, and I'm not going to argue with him. He was flying his drone on the waters just off of Lincoln City, and that is sharks aren't fish, so I can't say that's a big fish.
Yeah, it's a big shark.
It's a big shark is what it is. He calls it a great white. John, thank you for sharing that. And another equally cool and maybe less scary photo. Let's take you a little farther south along the Oregon coast. Dean Coco snapping this not far from Bandon. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, that is just a gorgeous shot. Thank you. I encourage you all to give these wonderful artists that voluntarily share their work with us here at KGW. Give them a follow on their Instagram feed. You might find something like that you want to hang on your wall. That's a really cool shot. Thank you, both John and Dean. All right, 65 last check at PDX. We're already warmer than we were yesterday morning at this time by a good 5 or 6 degrees. It's 60 in the Dalles. Astoria checking in with 55. It's going to be a warm day at the coast, by the way, as well. Not as warm as inland, but still toasty for beach standards anyway. A heat advisory is in effect for the Portland, Vancouver metro area, Hillsborough, out through the gorge and into the Columbia Basin. Actually, that extends through the Columbia Basin through tomorrow, because I think tomorrow will actually wind up being your hottest day. I mentioned the coast is going to be pretty warm today. I mean, not as hot, but 86 in Astoria is pretty warm with full sunshine. North-northwest winds at 10 to 20. That'll help cool you down in the afternoon. Hopping over the Cascades, a little wildfire smoke and haze in the air. Central Oregon getting up to near 100 degrees today and probably tomorrow as well. And the Columbia River Gorge will be toasty. The Dalles is working on their, 15th 100-degree day of the summer. Only 103 today. We had a couple of 112s during that nasty heat wave a week and a half ago. 98 in Hood River, east winds at 5 to 15 miles an hour. And Futurecast has most of the I-5 corridor in the upper 90s to near 100 degrees. This is 5 o'clock this afternoon. Longview 96, Portland, Salem, Corvallis 100. And across central and eastern Oregon, upper 90s to near 100 for you today. And probably even a couple of degrees hotter east of the Cascades tomorrow. Meanwhile, on the west side, this is tomorrow. Salem may or may not get to 90 tomorrow, depending on whether or not we can get some of that cooling marine influence to come in. All right, where are we in terms of heat this summer? It's been a hot summer at this point. It started late, but July really got us up to speed quickly. Our quota, our average for 90-degree days during any given summer, at least over the last 30 years, is 15. So we're already one better than that with yesterday. We're obviously going to add another. We've already had 3 100-degree days this summer. We may do another one today. So, yeah, I think this is going to go in the books as a hot summer at this point. All right, one other weather alert to pass along, and that is this red flag warning for potential high fire danger here, and that is due to the combination of drying fuels, lowering relative humidity, and a northeast breeze that's going to pick up later on this afternoon. And that means basically that if a fire should start, it could rapidly expand, and you really need to be careful with anything that could throw a spark in these really dry conditions in that area especially. Speaking of wildfire smoke, we do have some in the skies here over western Oregon. The biggest polluter at this point from wildfire smoke is the Cedar Creek fire. Right there, I'm showing you yesterday's visible satellite imagery, and you can see that little plume develop there in the central Oregon Cascades. And some of that wildfire smoke will work its way into the skies over the Willamette Valley today. So that's why we're kind of hazy today and tomorrow, but we will cool off a little bit tomorrow. If not, certainly by Tuesday and Wednesday, we're back to more comfortable stuff. And at least at this point, as we look forward a week, I know we literally sat here last Sunday at the end of one heat wave saying, I think next weekend's going to be hot, and here we are. Next weekend does not look hot. It looks warm, but not hot. So
good. And this is short-lived.
We're doing a little bit better. Yeah, our heat wave this go around is 3 days, and then we're kind of easing back out of it.
We can manage for sure.